Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, and make sure you get over to jerichogreen.net when you are done enjoying this video presentation. Now, one of the main causes of fine lines and wrinkles is a lack of collagen, the protein responsible for skin elasticity and youthfulness. As you get older, collagen production slows down by as much as 10% per decade. But you can give your skin a much-needed boost with Health with Jericho. This ultra-rich powder delivers rejuvenation to your hair, nails, joints, and skin. This multi-collagen uses powerhouse ingredients that can visibly diminish your wrinkles. I couldn't be more thrilled with the results I've received. I've partnered with the creators of this amazing multi-collagen to give my audience up to 51% off their own collagen to celebrate the new year. Just go to healthwithjericho.com or click the link below to get yours today. Now, we keep hearing all this stuff. Well, if you go back, 3 years, something like that, 4 years, we've been hearing about Russia. They had a hand in the results of the 2016 election. They got video of Trump pissing on hookers. We've heard all kinds of shit. He's Putin's lapdog, and Putin. What does he have on him? If he hasn't released the shit by now, he doesn't have anything. But that's all we've been hearing. But now that Russia is directly involved, no bullshit, no speculation, he's involved with Russia. Now, by that, I don't mean Russia's pulling the shit, they could be. But what I mean is Bidenus Pervertus, our grandpa-in-chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. This is how we do it. That fool, the head sniffer. He is involved with Russia in a way that should be screamed about from the mountaintops by the mainstream mediocres, but it does not benefit them because they are no longer a watchdog for us. They are opinion givers for them. So this is somewhere where the media should be jumping up and down saying, hey, I found some bullshit, but they're part of the bullshit, so they won't do that because it will only damage them. Now, you may have heard about Russia being on the border of the Ukraine. I've seen numbers between 100,000 and 175,000 troops on that border. There's an aerial shot of all the vehicles lined up. It's like a big motor pool. If you don't know what a motor pool is, the Army, I don't know if the Marines do it too, I guess they do. But growing up around an Army base and having people in my family who are in the Army, they told me, and I saw, that a motor pool is a big area. It's usually fenced in where they keep all the vehicles, the Hummers, the APCs, all that kind of stuff. So it looks like a giant motor pool, a giant parking lot for all these Russian military vehicles. And they're waiting there on the border of the Ukraine to go over there and start some shit and probably fulfill some kind of dream, some kind of wet dream or fantasy for Putin, because he wants to be the one to reestablish Russia, to reestablish the USSR. So in order to do that, invading Ukraine must be done. But we can't have that because we back the Ukraine. They're the homies. Remember, one of the bullshit impeachments that Trump had to go through was because of a phone call he had with the president of the Ukraine. So now you have 100 to 175,000 Russian troops on the border ready to invade the Ukraine, ready to invade Ukraine. And you know what our fearless leader said? You know what the leader of the free world said? He said, well, as long as it's a minor incursion. And then the president of the Ukraine comes out and says, there's no such thing as a minor incursion when you're the one being incurred upon. Like, it's easy for you to say this is a minor incursion because their tanks and vehicles aren't rolling across your border. But he says it's a minor incursion. We're not going to get in a fight over something like that. And then, look, who the fuck is going to get Biden, Harris, and the administration together in a room so they all start saying the same shit? Because every time Biden says something, the ginger freak has to come out and say, well, he didn't mean that. Well, how do you know what he meant and he said it? So you guys need to get together and start telling the same lies. Start pushing the same bullshit, because we're getting a different story from each of you. Then Harris's dumb cackling ass, gah, 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 gah. You notice you haven't heard that in a while. Somebody finally got in her ear and said, hey, stop doing that shit. It turns people off. So her dumb ass comes out and says that Russia will face, this is a quote, Russia will face serious costs, period. Well, what does that mean? Costs? You talking money? Are we going to level sanctions against Russia? Are we going to make them pay some? We're going to levy some kind of tax on them? We're going to make them give us stuff? We're going to go over there and fight them? Are you talking about a war? World War III? Wasn't Trump supposed to push us into World War III with North Korea when he called Kim Jong-un Rocket Man? So you guys don't want World War III unless your guy is pushing us into World War III. Oh, and to whoever was in the comment section saying, Jericho, why don't you just turn off your notifications so they don't go off in the middle of some of your videos? I thought I did that. Apparently I didn't. I put it on silent. Anyway, so unless their guy is the one pushing us into an unnecessary war, it's not okay. But if it's Biden is pervertist, do your thing. So as long as Russia just has a minor incursion into Ukraine, it's cool. And if they do anything more than that, they'll have to pay serious costs, period. Ooh, is that you trying to get serious, trying to get stern? Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, the politician who went horizontal so her career could go vertical? Is that what that is? Is that you guys starting to get tough? And then it's all about, it's all about money. No matter what it is, follow the money. Or in this case, follow the pipeline. Remember the Keystone XL pipeline that we were supposed to have coming down from Canada? I guess under the boreal forest, they have this stuff called tar sand. And apparently you can process it and turn it into fuel. So we needed to get that tar sand from underneath the boreal forest in Canada down to the coast of Texas so they could turn that shit into fuel so we can live. But no, all the granola-headed dirt fuckers got out there, no pipeline, no pipeline. The indigenous people, no pipeline. So it was going to be up and running. We had fuel independence, energy independence, so we didn't have to come with our hats in our hand to dictators and murderers like Russia, or take your pick of the Saudi Arabian ruler who pushes gay people off of buildings and cuts the throats of women they think were doing things wrong. But no, save the birds, but fuck the humans who are getting tortured and killed in these countries we get oil from. Okay, I'm just trying to understand. So we had a pipeline that would have ensured our energy independence, but on day one, Biden, as soon as he got into office, he terminated that. So now the Keystone Project is killed. Over 10,000 jobs were lost, but that's okay because we can still be in bed with tyrants like Putin. Because now we have to go to Putin and say, hey, you know, like Michael J. Fox, you know how we do that thing where he kind of like plays with his pocket and like looks down like, oh, hey, Doc, you know? So now we got to go to Russia like, hey, Russia, Dad, I was just wondering if I can just get a couple barrels of oil, you know, just for the weekend. And if it's cool, if not, I understand. I just want to know if we can get a couple barrels of oil. Is that cool? Because that's who holds us that's who has Biden by his silver cotton candy. Okay? That's who has us over the oil barrel, is Russia, OPEC. So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Russia's about to do something that we don't like, and they're also the people that we have to go and ask for more oil to keep the cost of a barrel of oil down, because gas prices are up $1 from last year. So now we have to get oil from Russia, so we got to go over there and put our hat in our hand and ask them for some oil. But on the other hand, they're about to invade the Ukraine, and we don't want them to do that. So how are we going to get them to not do that? How are we going to make them pay serious costs, like Harris said, without pissing them off and having them turn off the faucet of oil to us? You see this stupid ass dynamic we're in now? So a person that we don't want to piss off, we're going to have to piss off and hope that they still give us oil. When we had a chance, we were energy independent and could have gotten our own fucking oil. That doesn't make any sense. So if Putin has something we need, how are we supposed to punish him? He knows they ain't going to do shit. He has a TV too. He has a computer too. He has a cell phone too. He saw what happened in Afghanistan. He knows Biden ain't shit, his administration ain't shit, and he can smell the Metamucil in the water. So what are we supposed to do? Is he going to backtrack and say, hey guys, I guess I got to reactivate the pipeline? Is that what he's going to do? Or is he just going to keep going to Russia and asking for oil that we can get our own fucking self? It's not about the people. It's not about us. They don't give a shit. If you cared about people, you would obviously stop doing business with countries that don't care about people. Who kill them, who cut their throats and throw them off of buildings. My brother was, I believe he was in Saudi Arabia a couple years back. And they have these huge open courtyard areas. And sometimes they'll have the lights hanging and stuff. They do festivals, food, music, all this stuff. But every so often they have these little tiny metal T's, and they look like a capital T, and they come out of the ground and they come up about a foot. And all of these T's are right next to these drains. Why are these drains there, Jericho? Because people who they think deserve it, they will tie their neck to these T's near the drain, and then they will cut their throat so they can bleed into the drain. But let's get oil from them. These people are disgusting. So now, no, Russia, no, don't do that. We're going to do something about it. Can we have some oil? That's where we're at right now. That's not where we have to be. That's not where we need to be, but that's where we are right now. Now, one of the main causes of fine lines and wrinkles is a lack of collagen, the protein responsible for skin elasticity and youthfulness. As you get older, collagen production slows down by as much as 10% every decade. But you can give your skin a much-needed boost with Health with Jericho. This ultra-rich powder delivers rejuvenation to your hair, nails, joints, and skin. The multi-collagen uses powerhouse ingredients that can visibly diminish your wrinkles. I couldn't be more thrilled with the results I've received. I partnered with the creators of this amazing multi-collagen to give my audience up to 51% off their own collagen to celebrate the new year. Go to healthwithjericho.com or click the link below to get yours today. And I'm going to get in here and finish building whatever I happen to be building in my garage. I will let you know when it's done. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.